No, this is not clickbait. This is indeed the reality of 2021.
Faro_TV.
Faro TV.
Faro FM Radio.
Oh no, not Faro.
Hey, what's up, bros? This is a video I wanted to do some time ago already, and it's really time for me to share some of the things that I've been doing in the background, and that is really studying and learning NFT and play-to-earn gaming. Now, if this is absolute news to you, basically games have started to come out that do reside on the blockchain and where you actually own the assets that you buy or play. So to put this into perspective, let's just think of the games that I have featured on this channel: South Park Phone Destroyer, Genshin Impact, Castle Burn or Castle Craft. If you buy something in this game, you do not own it. It's on your account, but you don't own it. You can't sell it, you can't trade it, and if the game shuts down, it doesn't exist anymore. If you buy a pack in South Park Phone Destroyer and you get a legendary card that you don't want, you still have it. That was your legendary card that you get in this one pack, and now it's on your account if you want it or you don't. If you play a game on the blockchain, it is going to be in your wallet, and the legendary that someone else has that you might want is also in his wallet, and you can trade it or you can just sell it. Most games even have their own marketplace, like I show you here with Defina Finance or with Gods Unchained. Gods Unchained, basically Hearthstone. Defina Finance, a gacha game. Now let me get this straight. This sort of gaming will never completely replace gaming. No game that involves buying microtransactions and has finances involved will ever replace something like a masterpiece like Super Mario Odyssey. But what I strongly believe is that this should be the future of mobile gaming, especially all the nasty microtransactions. Microtransactions are nasty, pay to win is nasty, but if you actually own the assets and even have the ability to earn money from playing a game, I think it has, or like its existence is much more justified. How do you earn money in the game? Well, think like this. Imagine you have, let's use South Park Phone Destroyer again. You have the ability to craft cards as well, and you have to use a currency that you can earn in game. You could then craft the card and then sell it to others. Or, as in most cases, what they're doing is that this currency that you can use to craft the card or whatever you have to do with it in the game, buy new packs maybe even, you can also sell that on crypto exchanges because it actually happens to be a cryptocurrency. In comes Axie Infinity. This is where I actually made quite some money. I've been playing this game since about half a year now or something. And at the beginning, I was pretty much able to farm 150 potions per day, which is the cryptocurrency that you can sell on the market. And one of them was worth 25 cents. Now you do the math, you were actually able to earn 30 bucks plus a day. Obviously, this won't stand forever because that is some serious income even in first world countries. Now, obviously the third world, everyone would jump on that, which they did. If we check out this article from The Verge, you can see that actually 1.8 million users logged into the platform in August. 1.8 million users are playing this game, and 40% of those were in the Philippines. Now, here comes the crux of it though. In Axie specifically, you have to buy the creatures that you use to play to get your your daily earnings. And people are obviously afraid of new technology. They don't want to throw in what would be about $400 to get started. Right now the price is actually very cheap. I had to buy mine for $800, but I told you the numbers that I was able to earn at the beginning. So yeah, that paid itself pretty much in 25 days or so when I was able to sell. But you can actually make a business out of this, which also benefits people who don't want to take the risk. But obviously the Philippines did not have the $1,000 or $800 needed to start playing the game. Here come in the businessmen. They buy the Axies, which are the creatures in this game, and then basically rent or borrow them to the people who don't want to afford it. And then they say something like, okay, you farm every day with this account, I get 50%, you get 50%. And that's how it goes. There is people making massive business out of this. There's people with hundreds of so-called scholarships or sponsorships, if you want, that are giving other people the opportunity to earn some money. Now, if we take this like into, if we actually think about this, currently you're pretty much able to farm about, let's say 80 potions a day. And those 80 potions there aren't too much, but the math would be something like 80 times 6 cents and then times 30, which would result in $144 per month. And if you go 50-50, you earn $70 per month without having to invest anything. Now, I know for a student that's a big deal. That's like going out 4 times. And for someone in a third world country, that is actually pretty close to an income they would have. And that is like by playing the game an hour per day. That's pretty sick. Now, if more of this stuff comes out, you'd actually could consider that this is solving poverty in some countries. All they need is a smartphone. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, I know. If you've never heard of this stuff, this is absolutely ridiculous. But it is the case right now. And it's all just beginning. If you play Axie Infinity, you will pretty fast notice that this game ain't too crazy, you know, it's like not really good. But the world is changing in this regard. People are coming out with new games. Some stuff that I'm personally eyeing is Defina Finance. This is basically a kind of a turn-based strategy game like Raid Shadow Legends, with waifus, which is a gacha game, of course, just like Raid Shadow Legends. And there you also will be able to earn daily Fina, which is currently ridiculously high at $6 a piece. This will probably drop once the game comes out, but we'll see, since you're also able to stake them and so on. But this is all advanced knowledge, which I might go into in future videos if you want to know more. Another one that I'm really eyeing is Gods Unchained. Gods Unchained is basically Hearthstone, and in Hearthstone you are not able to trade cards. In Gods Unchained you are able to trade cards. So for now it's just the trading that is possible. You can just specifically go on the market, put some Ethereum in and buy yourself the cards from other players to get the exact deck that you want to play without having to rely on RNG to get the deck you want to play. Because obviously if you pick a deck in Hearthstone or any other card game that you want to specifically play, you would have to open a ridiculous amount of packs to get the exact cards, and or if you have to dust them, I think the dusting is like you would have to dust 8 times the amount of cards that you actually want from the ones that you actually want, or for the ones that you actually want. Gods Unchained will also have a play to earn mechanic coming soon, because you will be able to craft cards, and to craft cards you need to play, and you play getting currency. That currency will be a crypto token. That token can be sold. Or you could just craft cards and then sell them on the market for Ethereum. And last but not least, what I want to mention is I actually have reached out there. I have become a content ambassador, which means that I will be maybe getting some early access information. This seems to be for me the most promising project, simply because it is going to be a mobile. It's Guild of Guardians. Guild of Guardians, ARPG kind of, hack and slay, where you have a group of 4 heroes playing around, collecting stuff, collecting weapons, collecting equipment, trying to beat harder levels, and there will be guilds involved. I will feature videos on those individual games on its own, because this is more about the ability that you have to actually play games where you own the assets and can make some decent side hustle with it, which I would call it. And Guild of Guardians is so promising, not only because it will be mobile, but because it will be completely free to play. You will obviously be able to have stronger characters if you buy some, but it will be free to play for everyone to just get the first whiff of, I guess, what is crypto or blockchain based gaming where you own assets. So this should be the entry point for a lot of people watching this video if you're not into crypto already. There's quite a few more other projects that I'm eyeing. If you want to check them out, one would be the Aurora project, which seems to be more of a, well, it is story and PvP, and the story gameplay will also be for free. There is some trailers coming out already, or like featuring or like some alpha PvP gameplay trailers, and a really big one which is considered to be the first AAA kind of crypto game or blockchain play to earn based game, which is called Illuvio. Check those out yourself if you're interested. I just wanted to give you a little bit of information, a little bit of a rundown of what is going on, because this, I think, might be affecting the world of gaming in a big way, and I think that everyone should know about this, especially the people who are throwing in money for games like Genshin Impact, Subpac Phone Destroyer, Clash Royale, all of those microtransaction heavy games, be it gacha mechanics or be it a card collecting game. Because a card collecting game is always worse than a trading card game. That's going to be it for the video. If you want to know more, please leave some comments. Please leave a like. It's an exciting time. I think my channel will be going heavily towards this direction because this is what I'm doing in my free time. This is, in my opinion, a much more exciting next step in the mobile game market, and therefore I will be featuring it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.